Hey there, it's Brittany, and I'm back with a tutorial using Jesse James beads. They have some sales coming up, so 30% off of bead mixes and strands, 11/14 through 11/20. I'm filming this on 11/12, so hopefully I get this up and you're able to use it. But I'll leave links to everything. So I'm going to be using some items from the Market Fresh Mini Mix, Strawberry Rhubarb. I'm going to use potentially some of this chain reaction, and this glass strand. And I have another red strand here, but I'm not sure if I'm going to use it. I know I'm going to make a pair of earrings, and I might make a bracelet, but I'm not sure. And then I have some of my own seed beads that I'm going to be using. These little charms came out of the strawberry rhubarb mix, and I just love them, and they're so cute, and I really wanted to use them. And then these were some of the beads that I really loved from that mix as well. So I'm going to open up this strand, and I really like this frame bead and that little crystal that's in the frame bead. And then I'm going to use some 11/0 seed beads in red. I just popped a little bit of those out of there. It's just like a regular red. I think it's just called opaque red, but it kind of looks like a pomegranate color. And let's grab a piece of wire. I think this is 24 gauge. I'm gonna use silver or gold because there's gold on here, so it's mixed metal anyway. I'm gonna do a wire wrapped loop at the top. Okay, I'm just gonna do a couple loops there, or yeah, a couple wraps, I should say, instead of loops. It's only one loop. And then I am going to put on my frame, then a couple 2-3 seed beads. We'll just test it with 2, and then that crystal again, and then our 2 seed beads. Let's see if that fits. Might just fit 1 seed bead. Yeah, let's try 1. All right, so now we have just, and it just adds just a little bit more, and you're not seeing your wire through there. And I'm gonna move that down, and then I'm gonna come through and do a wire wrapped loop down here. And we're gonna loop that around our flower. I'll click that on before we do our wraps. And we'll trim off that excess wire there. We've got a cute little earring that's kind of, well, it's mixed metal. It could be holidays, but it could also be just a fresh little earring you wear any time of the year. Red is really in right now, especially this darker red heading into cranberry, and I love this. I love it so much. I'm gonna go ahead and make its twin, and then we'll make a quick bracelet. And then we'll just put that ear wire on. Super cute. Love those so much. They're kind of 60s and a little bit I just love it. I like that modern look with or mid-century modern look, I should say, with the ovals. Love those so much. And then we're just gonna make a quick bracelet. So really loving the silver crystals in here. So we'll grab these hexagons. We have 3 of those. And then let's see what we have in our strawberry rhubarb mix. I loved these crystals. We can get some of that like flat red that we had from the charms by using these stone rectangles, and it's also introducing a more geometric shape, which I really like. And then we have some more silver crystals. And I really like these connectors on this chain, so I'm liberating them from the chain. And I'll show you, we're just gonna have them as a dangle on our bracelet. It's just gonna add a little bit of metal. It's not gonna do very much, but I think it's gonna help us. So I'm gonna just liberate as many of these as I can. I don't think I'll use all of them, but don't be afraid to change up your supplies. I know it might be painful to cut up all your beautiful chain reaction, but I promise you it'll be okay. You'll be okay. Eventually. It took me a while to get that bold and brave, but change up your pieces and your components. And it kind of starts to give you a new way of looking at your components too. If you're not just looking at them the way that they were sent to you, or the way that you purchased them. Now I am going to start with one of my blocks. And then I'm going to slide on one of my connectors. I'm going to do a gold spacer here. And then I'm going to do another connector, a block, connector. I'm going to try this flower around my hexagon and see how that looks. Oh, I don't hate it. I like it. All right, so what I'm noticing is there's a little bit of resistance between the beads and the spacers, or the connectors, because of not enough room, because there's like a little dip here. So I would have to space with some seed beads or something, or our wire's gonna show through. So that might actually make our bracelet a little too long. But I'm going to try it. So I'm going to grab some seed beads and I'm going to restring this. All right, this is so pretty. And I did get just a little seed bead, that same seed bead we used on the earring, 8/0. Nope, I'm sorry, that's 11 and 11/0 seed bead, and it worked so well. Now, these connectors are pretty cool as they are, but I think hanging a drop from each one is going to be pretty cool. I don't know if I have, wait, how many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2, 3, 4. We have 4 of this darker red. 5, 6. 6 of the darker red, and then we have some. Then we just have 4 of these. So that'd be perfect. We'll do some little drops, and then I'm going to use the gold clasp that's in here because it's a mixed metal bracelet, and I'll grab some crimps. I'm going to crimp right onto the clasp here. Typically I used a jump ring, but this is just the right length for me. So, and it's actually going to be probably a little bit too long, but adding any jump rings or anything like that would elongate it even more. All right, so I'm going to put my crimp on my wire, move that down, and then squish, turn 90 degrees, squish again, squish one more time, and I'll just put that through my one bead there and trim off the excess. And we'll move everything down. Grab our crimp, come through, and this clasp was in with the Strawberry Rhubarb mini mix. So you have enough to do a full bracelet in that mix by itself. I'll pull my tail and hold my clasp and pull. And we want to just make sure that's not in a straight line. And then we'll just squish, turn, squish, and then we'll trim again. Now I'm going to grab a few head pins actually. You can use silver or gold, whatever one you want to use. I'm on the fence. Oh, we can use gold. Gold will look great. I love the mix. Like, this is giving like mod holiday feels. So I'm gonna go ahead and do a wire wrap loop. Open that up and slip it through my little connector. And you can do simple loop because that'll be easier for you if you like simple loops. Or you can just do a wire wrap loop like I'm doing. And then we're going to do this 10 times. So I'm just going to do one on camera and then I'll show you the finished piece. So I'll hold that in place, take my pliers and pull that around a couple times. There we go. Cute little dangle. Okay, I am in love with this bracelet. It's so much fun. It's different than anything I would have expected, but it's running into like holiday, but also could be worn throughout the rest of the year because I like how, I don't know, I like the shiny versus matte and the interesting shapes that are going along with it. So if you're a red girly, this is definitely the bracelet for you. I am gonna put it on, see how it fits. Oh, fits great. And I love the movement. Oh my gosh, this is actually way prettier than I thought it was. So very happy. This will be a stacker from now on. I don't wear earrings typically too much, so these are probably going to be given to a friend or family member, but I love the two pieces I made today. Let me know what you think. And don't forget, you can change up your items. Now, like I said, Jesse James Beads is having 30% off of strands and bead mixes 11/14 through 11/20. I will put some affiliate links in the description of this video. Those help the channel. And let me know what you think. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. Bye-bye. Hi, cutie. She's just waiting on dinner. Yeah, hi, cutie booty. How you doing? You laying on all you pillows like a princess? Yeah. Yeah. Hi, cutie. Oh, hi, cutie. Eat the baby.